Those who believe in a flat earth don't tell us what it looks like on the underside.
The car horn is a good example of how the length of just a single note can convey a large range of emotions.
Every meal a cat eats is a breakfast because they sleep so often.
People who brag about being very generous are some of the biggest narcissists.
Every surgery in the Lego world is plastic surgery.
Due to the nitrogen cycle, there is a chance your great-great-grandfather is in you.
Someone remembers something you said and you don't.
Not a single member of the Beatles was attractive, fellas. You just need to be really good at a specific skill.
Santa Claus is not a person but rather a mimetic effect that compels adults to participate in consumerism.
All digital art is pixel art. Some just has more pixels than others.
The reason Santa only delivers presents once a year is because every other day of the year he goes to other planets delivering presents to kids all throughout the universe.
With spiders and snakes being the standard go-to examples when discussing scary or icky things, humans definitely have a set tolerance that the range between 2 and 6 legs is only what is acceptable.
Feeding pigeons is a kind of mukbang for old people.
Maybe the Grinch just thought Christmas has become too commercialized.
Cars have body language.
Thinking about eating a banana is way less pleasant than actually eating a banana.
All trash bags are trash.
Deaf dogs don't bark differently than non-deaf dogs.
Butter is sticky, but also kinda slippery.
Now for a quick break, stay tuned for more shower thoughts. A glass of water when extremely thirsty gives similar release to the first breath after being underwater.
Getting rained on while doing something you hate is exponentially different than getting rained on while doing something you love.
Hardly any people out of millennials and Gen Z have completely finished an eraser to fullest.
World Cups are almost like life checkpoints.
We use technology to make sound travel faster than the speed of sound.
When you're elderly, your face becomes a wrinkled caricature of its younger self.
An analog clock without power will be right twice a day, but a digital clock will always be wrong.
In fiction, the less you have to think for the story to make sense, there is a lower quality of writing. In lectures, the less you have to think for the concepts to make sense, the better the writing.
Out of all the hundreds of Dracula-based media over the last 100+ years, how much of it has been translated into Romanian?
The rainbow is an arc on the base of a cone whose tip is the sun and whose height passes through the observer.
Davy Jones' crew in Pirates of the Caribbean must have some really, really weird genitalia.
I'm Bob Jeffy.
And I'm Lorelei Stewart. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more shower thoughts. Bye for now.
If you like this podcast, check out our other podcast, Daily Dad Jokes. It'll make you laugh and groan. Just search for Daily Dad Jokes in your podcast app or check the show notes page for links. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.